Good evening, everybody. You're watching Rider Bronx and Maryland Terrapins Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting and the Maryland Hockey Network, live here on YouTube. My name is Carlo Pascal, and I have two very, very special guests up here with me in the booth here tonight. Two very, very awesome broadcasters joining myself here up in the box, Eric Johnson and Matt Fusillo, Matt from the Maryland Hockey Network, as this is a dual stream between us here for Breakout Sports Broadcasting and for the Maryland Hockey Network.
Teamwork makes the dream work, friends. Welcome, Matt.
It's good to be here, guys. I'm excited. Big rivalry between the two teams. Got another big game tonight. Close out the regular season matchup between the two. Should be fun.
Yeah, it'll be a very fun one coming into this one here tonight as we get set for starters and the national anthem here on Military Appreciation Night here at Iceland. As let's take a look at our starting lineups here for tonight. We'll take a look at Rider first. Looking at the starting lineups tonight, Alex Blazak, number 74 on left wing, number 91, Mark McDermott at center, at right wing, number 28, Aaron Pape at left defense, number 43, Eddie Coyne on right defense, number 2, Joe Cusimano, and in goal, who else but Trevor Givorowski. We'll take a look at the Maryland starters here as well. Number 29, Trevor Drake on the left wing. Number 11, Matthew Kravitsky at center. Number 12, Max Noonan on the right wing. At left defense, number 26, Sean Amon. On right defense, number 6, Daniel Tomaszewski. And in goal, number 30, Henry Pelletier. A very star-studded lineup for both teams. A lot of these players have played each other before. The only one who I think has not played each other would be Joe Cusimano in this starting lineup, the freshman defender for the Bronx. As we have the ceremonial puck drop here. Mark McDermott, his dad, coming out to drop the puck here tonight. We'll send you over to our PA announcer, Trey, for the details.
And also served on the USSU, a sophisticated weapons ship serving as a damage controlman. Mr. McDermott received ribbons for leadership in his class of ship. He also served in 2 Mediterranean deployments while stationed on the USSU. Taking tonight's first draw are Steve's son, Mark McDermott, and Maryland team captain, Patrick Piganowski.
Ready? I'm going to drop it.
All right, go for
Ready?
it.
Please join us in a moment of silence in remembrance of those who made the ultimate sacrifice to defend our nation and preserve our freedom. Thank you. Here are tonight's starting lineup, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, beginning with Maryland. Starting at left wing, number 29, Trevor Drake. At center, number 11, alternate captain Matthew Kravitsky. At right wing, number 19, alternate captain Max Noonan. At left defense, number 26, John Amon. At right defense, number 6, alternate captain Daniel Tomaszewski. And in goal for the Terps, number 30, Henry Pelletier. And now, the starting lineup for your Rider University Bronx. At left wing, hailing from Sparta, New Jersey, number 74, Alex Blazak. At center, hailing from Brick, New Jersey, alternate captain, number 91, Mark McDermott. At right wing, hailing from Mount Royal, New Jersey, number 28, Aaron Pape. At left defense, hailing from Point Pleasant, New Jersey, your captain, number 43, Eddie Coyne. At right defense, hailing from Staten Island, New York, number 2, Joe Cusimano. And in goal for the Bronx, hailing from Bensalem, Pennsylvania, number 29, Trevor Givorowski. gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise if you're able to and remove your hats. Please remain standing as we honor America and those who defend it with the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
Always a wonderful rendition of the national anthem here at Iceland as we get set for this Military Appreciation Night matchup between the Bronx and the Terrapins. Before we get kicked off, just want to say big thank you to everyone tuning in on both streams here tonight, both us here on the Rider Ice Hockey channel and on the Maryland Hockey Network as we get set for this one. Before we get kicked off quickly, your guys' thoughts on this one. Eric, you start, Matt second.
Well, these are two teams, like you said, Carl, that are no stranger to each other. Just adding a little bit of new blood into each side for this matchup. I'm looking specifically at the goalies, Giborowski and Pelletier. Two goalies that have faced off against each other several times over the past couple of years. And these Bronx and these Terrapins, they know how to put on a show, and they know each other like the back of their hands.
Yeah, building off of that, Eric, whichever team gets on the board first, they have a massive advantage. I do expect it to be a good one. Rider usually has the upper hand when they play Maryland. But again, score first, get on the board early, skate hard. Back to you, Carollo.
Alrighty, center skating teams are here, and we're off. Off the draw, Maryland sending it back into their own end, and covering up quickly is Pelletier with a streaking Aaron Pape driving in onto him. As we'll have a face-off quickly here to start this game, just a few seconds into it. McDermott and Kravitsky again at the dot. It's one back by Maryland, trying to get it out. Looking to get that one up to Newman. Now over to Drake on the opposite side. Drake trying to feed a stretch pass. Was looking for Tomaszewski as Giborowski comes to play that one around. Blazak trying to get that one to McDermott. Couldn't do so. Blazak with it again. Sends that one across for Pape, who opts to just dump in for Ryder. Pelletier leaves this one off for Amon. Evan crashing onto him. Newman trying to get it out. Was able to get enough on it as Coyne with it now at the offensive blue line. Coyne opts to dump in. Going back to chase on it is Amon. Amon being hounded there by Kenna, being catapulted up into this second line with Cercio. Dominic Cercio out for this game as we're going to get a whistle here as I think the referee's lost sight of the puck there.
One thing to add for this Maryland starting lineup, number 11, Matthew Kravitsky, is playing in his first game in about a month and a half. He suffered a shoulder injury during the Maryland trip to Dayton and Louisville, so good to have him back in the lineup, his first line center for the Terps.
Yeah, definitely good to have him back for the Terrapins. A big piece to the puddle as Evan fires that one off the side of the cage. Kenna with it. Evan now back up to the blue line. Bennett is there. Bennett looking. That shot fired goes over the bar. Suker in the corner, and we're going to get a whistle here. I think the net might have come off its moorings. Indeed, it did. A very, very all too common occurrence here at Iceland.
Yeah, Bennett's shot just got deflected going off to what you said earlier, Matt, about Kravitsky, 3 games this year, 2 points, is one of Maryland's alternate captains. Really more of he was a big locker room guy for the Terrapins.
He is. He also serves as the co-president for the Terps. The transfer from Montgomery College, definitely a big presence, as you said.
Puck going all the way down. Not able to beat it off in a late hit there from Benner, and he's going to go to the box most likely here. That was a late hit there on Tucker Healy. That
was also a foot race towards the end of there. They were going just speeding out towards the back of that puck. Couldn't get in. Ben, of course, Benner with the late hit. And drawing the penalty are the Terrapins. You said it earlier, Matt, as well. Whoever gets on this board first is going to have that huge advantage. Terrapins now up a man for 2 minutes.
Yeah, up for 2 minutes here on the power play early here. It's going to be a roughing call on the play there to Benner. And to the power play, Maryland will go. Looking to get on the board early and take the lead.
Off the face-off here, you're going to want to look out for number 19, Max Newnham.
Yeah, Newnham so deadly here on the power play. 27 points already this year, 15 goals on the season. Bronx trying to dig this thing out of the corner. On the short side, hash marks. It pops out of the zone. Schneider trying to get there. Ops are just dumping in. Back to get it in his own end is Teskey. Teskey lays that one off for Drake. Drake back to Teskey. In the neutral zone, Teskey with it, opts to dump in. Padula back to get it. Rings that one around the boards, not out of the zone yet. Schneider trying to get there, can't get it out as Teskey was there. Now Coyne with it, not able to get it out either. He goes down, still kept in. Teskey walking and trying to get the shot off, goes off the side of that. That was actually Newnham who had that there. Still in the zone, Terrapins with it, back up to Teskey at the blue line. Teskey down to Newnham. Newnham at the far side, hash marks, walking back top of the circle. That shot blocked in front, and Coyne is able to lift it all the way down the ice to Peltier.
You can tell these Terrapins trust each other on the power play. Clean, crisp passes before that clear by Coyne.
Maryland back the other way once again. Tomaszewski opts to dump that one in. Gavorowski lays it for Padula. Tried to get it out. Tomaszewski able to drive to the zone there as Padula couldn't handle it. Newnham still with the puck now. At the hash marks. Newnham walking. He fires. Gavorowski makes the save. Gets the rebound as well as it goes off the bar. And it's going to come out of the zone on the clear. Under 30 seconds left to go here on the power play for the Terrapins.
Had the privilege of calling 3 Rider games during the ACC Showcase last week. They were the team that got a lot of power plays, took a lot of penalties too, but their special teams looked really crisp last weekend. Good start so far tonight for the penalty kill.
Definitely for sure, as we're down to 5 seconds left to go here on the Maryland power play. Bieganowski sends that puck up, was looking for Duchesne, and that one's cleared again by Ryder, and that will do it for the power play as that one trickles onto Peltier, and he covers up.
Strong penalty kill to start from the Bronx. Matt, you are correct in the Ryder special teams and how strong it's been over the past couple of years. We've also been accustomed to Corolla and I seeing them break out and nab those shorthanded tallies.
Face-off in the Terps, and Padula with it at the blue line. He fires a shot blocked in front. Fabiani was there to block that one as that one's poked out by Maryland. Back the other way into the zone, looking to fire. Gavorowski makes the save. That one, a big shot there from the Terrapins. Bronx trying to lift it up and out. They do. Suker tried to get onto the end of it, couldn't do so as Teskey's able to turn away from him. Puck played back to center ice. Suker tries to dump in, only got as far as Fabiani, who plays it back out. Suker with it again, able to pick up the loose puck in the neutral zone. Lost the handle, though, and is taken back away by Maryland. Evan trying to lay the body. Kenna with it now in the neutral zone. Kenna had it poked away by Newnham. Coyne with it now. Coyne walks up, cuts through a few players into the zone. He fires that one, blocked. Fabiani with another block there. Already 2 blocks here on this shift. Kenna down low below the goal line, tried to center one out in front. It was blocked by Kravitsky. Back up to the blue line. Bennett able to kick it back to Evan, who dumps into the zone. Fourth line coming on now here for the Bronx, comprised of Steve Gresh, Anthony Zito, and Mark Marin. Is back the other way. Maryland fire. Gavorowski with the safe rebound. Gets deflected into the corner. Drake sends that one around the net. Noonan is there looking for options. Tried to go for the Michigan-style move. Had it on the blade, but he just lost the handle of it. Back up to the blue line. Pass fired around. Tomaszewski with it, trying to get it to Drake. Drake gets hit, loses the puck. Tomaszewski puts one through traffic, and Gavorowski makes the save.
Marin was hoping the puck would trickle to him for the clear instead. A really good chance from Tomaszewski. A clear look at Trevor, but Trevor stops it.
Seems like Gavorowski's also always good through traffic, always making those great saves, especially with Tomaszewski's shot. Most of his goals have come from the blue line through traffic this year, but the Rider netminder stands his crease.
Bronx back the other way. That one dumped in by McKeach. Rouch below the goal line, waiting for McKeach to help him. Pins the puck down low behind the cage of Peltier. McKeach in there trying to dig it out. Able to move it around. Not able to keep it, though, as it's taken back out again by Tomaszewski, who lifts it down the ice. Was looking for the stretch pass there up to the 12 of Bieganowski. Couldn't find him. Amon with it. Amon again, looking. Sends that one up ice, deflected into the zone by Duchesne, now taken by Coyne. Tried to get it to Schneider. Rouch with that one, opts to dump in, or actually that was McKeach, rather, as it's taken by Tomaszewski again. Tomaszewski dumps that one in towards Gavorowski. Almost lost the handle of that one as a streaking Haley was crashing onto him, and Gavorowski just has to cover up.
I'm going to have to ask you guys, what do you think of these Rider jerseys tonight?
I'll let you go first, Eric.
So as somebody who's been seeing them for the past couple of years, when I first saw it, I was like, okay, that's interesting, but they have begun to grow on me over the years. What are your thoughts, Carolla?
I like them a lot. I don't like them as much as their alternates, but they're very, very nice jerseys. I will say, the team has posted a few of their promo photos. A little shout out to myself there. The shameless plug, I know. But regardless, the photos came out great, and they made the jerseys look a million times better as they still look very, very good. Matt, what about you?
I think they're okay. They're good. I think it's definitely nice to do a little tribute to Veterans Day as we honor all those that have served the United States of America. But as far as the uniforms, I think they're fine. Yeah.
Now, I do want to point out, Matt, that for the past couple of years on these broadcasts, I have praised the Terrapins uniforms. They are clean, as they say.
I know Trey down below.
They are very beautiful.
They are gorgeous.
Very, very beautiful jerseys for both teams. As that one is cleared up into the ceiling here at Iceland by Papen. Looking at the shot differential right now, 8-1 in favor of Maryland. A very, very big differential. Bronx haven't really had a lot going in the offensive zone, have struggled to break into the Maryland defensive zone. Haven't had a lot of chances to get past the blue line even.
I was going to say, Maryland is doing a really good job at keeping them in the neutral zone and causing them to make, mistakes in that area where the Terrapins could just easily pick off the puck.
And usually it's the Terps that the opening minute of the period, at least opening minutes of the period, and the closing minutes of the period, they have a little bit of a slow start and a slow finish. So to be up 9-1 now in shots, it's good to see from the Terps' perspective.
Oh, yeah, for sure. As Gavorowski flashes the leather there and makes his 10th save of the game. And it's kind of a similar thing sometimes with the Bronx, where they have either a slow start or they score within the first minute. I'm not sure what it is on that front, but also I was going to say with the breakout plays going through the neutral zone, missing Sergio hurts a lot in that regard. He's one of the best at doing it, able to play the stretch passes as well for the Bronx. Especially also missing a defenseman here tonight in Liam Yeoman, and that shot fire gets blocked. Zito with it, goes down to Marin. Marin back to Zito, has Cusimano behind him, elects to play behind the goal line. Marin in there, Zito again. Zito gets that one stripped by Healy. It's taken away at the point there by Gresh and dumped back in. That one played out by Fabiani. Coyne there to knock it down and dump in again. Bronx have to check up and get out. Still in the zone, taken by Maryland. Nice little move and a shot on goal. And Gresham still loose, tried to get on the loose puck. Maryland trying to get it out, they do. Duchesne with it. Flips that one high in there. It's gloved down there by Cusimano. He walks across center ice and dumps in. McKeach to chase. In the puck battle, down low there with Fabiani. It's taken away by Bieganowski. He gets knocked down. Teskey with it. Plays that one up for Duchesne. Goes back to Teskey. Teskey tries to play the quick stretch pass. It's broken up there by Cusimano, who lays the body, and a big hit shakes all our equipment up here. Rattled all 5 of us up here in the perch. That one played back up to the blue line, looking to shoot in a nice hit there by Coyne as that one's poked out of the zone. Tomaszewski back to get it in his own end. Walking. Bronx nearly took out each other there as Rauch hit the deck. Tomaszewski walking through the Bronx right now, trying to get around Bennett. He does. Tomaszewski to the goal, tried to go for the wraparound, couldn't get all of it.
3 Bronx read that wraparound attempt perfectly.
And that one tipped in front, right on the doorstep there was Wilson. Couldn't get the shot off, though, as it's cleared by Ryder. Ryder struggling mightily here in this first period to really get anything going, as it's 10-3 in shots, and we'll get a whistle, as I think that puck popped up into the bench.
Saw that hustle from McKeach in the offensive zone, set up a little bit of a offensive shift there for the Bronx, but not too much to come out of that. Like to see them apply a little bit more pressure, keep the puck in deep a little bit more, but right now it's been all Terps so far.
I was going to say that little stretch from the Bronx there was their best offensive outing so far of this game by far.
Puck kept in the zone. Blazak cycles it to McDermott. McDermott plays for Pape. They collide. Not sure where the puck was. It ended up behind them as Drake is able to take it away and play it up and out. Kravitsky with it. It's picked off by Padula. He walks it back in. Padula with it. Lays it back for Pape. He fires redirected at the side of the net. It gets cleared. That's a big, big clear there from Alex Sandell. As Pape tried to walk through the defense, Blazak fires that one, saved by Peltier. Bronx really buzzing now here on this shift. This starting unit for the Bronx back on the ice. Padula from the blue line was looking for the redirect in front from McDermott, but Peltier is going to hold on.
See, that's the thing with these Bronx. They can just have these moments, these flashes, where they just are going 100% and taking as many shots as they can to that net. And Maryland tried to clear it out, but alas, we get a whistle.
Face-off one back by Ryder over to Cusimano. He opts to dump back into the zone. Evan with it behind the goal line. Evan nearly got hammered there by the 9 of Andre Serra. Serra with it again, trying to turn away from the Bronx. Has to play it across to Sandell. He moves it up and out of the zone. 2-on-1 back the other way. Coyne, the lone man back. Maryland with it. Look for the toe drag. Couldn't get all the shot off as a good back check there from Suker was able to get a stick into it and knock it away.
If it wasn't for DJ Suker, this would be 1-0 Terps. What a play.
Sandell with it at the blue line. He fires, goes wide on the rebound chance. Goes through the crease and gets knocked away. Sandell plays that one around again. Bronx able to corral it in their own zone. Suker up to Kenna. Kenna trying to get it out. Can't do so as it goes back to Coyne. Coyne across up to Suker. Tried to get to the puck, but it just evaded his stick as Peltier leaves that one off there for Mohan. Zito nearly got upended as it's taken back by the Terrapins. Cusimano pinches to keep it in the zone. Mohan with it, plays that across to Serra. Serra looking around, wasn't able to play it to any of his teammates. Kenna at the blue line. That shot fired redirected and fought off by Peltier. Kenna with it again. Tried to send it deeper, but it's taken by the Terrapins. On the back check, Coyne trying to get there. Got a stick into it and was able to get it out of the zone. Marin with it now. Plays that one up to Zito. Zito lost the handle of the puck. Gresh able to get it back to him. That one played towards the net, taken away by Fabiani. Kept in now by Bennett, who was pinching from the blue line. Bennett plays that one off. Zito sends that one just wide of the far post. Zito with a great opportunity there. Padula walking in, feeds it across. Bennett was looking to find Gresh in front. Great cycle here for the Bronx. Most pressure they've had all game. Gresh with it down low. Taken away now by Fabiani, trying to get it out. Marin incoming to get the puck, and now it's taken out by the Terps.
Those were some tired legs for the Bronc as well. And Zito, with no traffic in front, got a clear look at Pelletier, just shot it a little wide.
And a great play by Eddie Coyne, his own defensive zone too. The little stick lift set up that offensive zone time for the Bronx, and then Zito shooting just a couple inches wide.
Top line for the Bronx back out, comprised of Rauch, Schneider, and McKeach. McKeach back up to Coyne. Coyne, saucer pass to McKeach, looking down to Schneider, looking to McKeach in from Pelletier with a big pad save there.
McKeach was ready for that shot too.
Newnham cycles that puck around, gets it back now in his own zone, feeds that up to Drake, plays that one across to Kravitsky. Kravitsky not able to handle it as Coyne with it now. A couple feet below his own blue line, plays to McKeach. McKeach into the zone, fires that one. Schneider was on the back door looking to get there, just wasn't deep enough in the zone. At the blue line, Drake able to clear it for the Terps as Coyne with it now in the neutral zone. Has to cycle back. Coyne, bottom of the circle, plays over to Wanvig. Shots now 10-7, 7 minutes left to go here in this first period. Schneider trying to dance through a defender. That was Fabiani. He shuts the door and gets it over to Drake on the far side. Drake has Newnham with him. Bouncing puck goes over to Padula, who has to track back behind Giverowski. Padula taking his time, weighs his options. Opts to play it up ice now to Pape, who got a stick on it. It's going to trickle all the way down onto Pelletier, and he's just going to cover it for the whistle.
Pelletier and a non-charging Aaron Pape. I think he knew better and just decided to cover that one up.
I think you're starting to see the ice open up a little bit more. The Bronx getting more and more shots. It's now 10-8 in favor of the Terps.
Padula able to glove that one down, bouncing around, Pape able to get there, but it's poked out by a Terp. McDermott plays that back to Cusimano, has to jump around McDermott as he dumped in. Puck now in the near side corner, Pape there, trying to fight for it. Tomaszewski able to get it out of the zone. Cusimano, good job to come over and help Padula, take him back the other way now into the zone for the Terps. Puck bouncing, goes all the way back there to a man. Once again dumped in by Maryland. Padula trying to play it up and out. Goes back to a man again at his own blue line. Sends it into the zone. McDermott hounding them. Sent across, trying to send it there for Tomaszewski as McDermott sends it up off the high glass. A man able to dump in again. Giverowski has to come out and play the puck. Padula still with it. Padula through the neutral zone, trying to cut around a few players. Gets that one up to Suker. Suker trying to drive wide. Now below the goal line. Nearly had himself stripped as Evan is able to come in and help him. Kenna with it now. Tried to center it, but it was blocked down low. That one by Wilson getting in the puck battle with him. Sandell with it. Wraps that around. Pinching. There's Cusimano, but it's not lifted up and out. I thought the Terps were able to do so, but knocked down by Suker and dumped back into the corner again. Suker getting a stick in there once again, trying to keep that puck at the hash marks. Kenna comes in, trying to dig it out now. Kenna with it, was looking for options, has to pull up, goes back up to the blue line for Coyne. Coyne walking, tried to put a shot on it, gets deflected right in front of him and comes out of the zone. Bouncing puck, nearly dumped in by the Bronx. Benner with it now, he opts to dump in. Evan got a stick to it. Marin with it now. Marin in the corner, goes back to Coyne, tried to feed him, but it's taken by Newnham back the other way. Newnham with it, trying to cut away from Coyne, does a good job on the back check to just shut the door as it's played back the other way. Marin with it now. Marin has Evan right in front, on the doorstep, he puts it wide. Was looking to put that redirect into the back of the cage, but just put it a couple feet wide of the goal. Didn't really get a great tip in on it as Marin with it again. Marin up to the blue line. Coyne there. Coyne looking for options. Goes over to Bennett on the other side. Bennett walking. Tries to put a shot on that one. Fought off by Pelletier. I think Marin got a tip in on it in front, but Pelletier with the blocker save. Newnham back the other way. Walking and tried to get the shot off. He gets taken down. Drake still with it. Tried to center in front of Newnham is down on his knees, and we're going to get a whistle. Hopefully he's okay. Might just be a bit shaken up after that. Got collided with two Bronx.
Yeah, that was kind of an awkward tangle there. Rushing down towards the end of the ice.
Yeah, he got spun around as he was going down, and then looked like his head or his neck, the back of his neck maybe, hit one of the Bronx players. Couldn't see who that was, but
Which is scary.
yeah, looks to be he's okay though, which is good.
And it seems like the faceoff will come out of the zone here just outside the Bronx blue line with 3:36 left to go here in the first period here on Military Appreciation Night. That one played out of the zone by the Bronx. Marin fighting at the hash marks. Back the other way, 2-on-1 opportunity. Zito with it, walking in, he fires Peltier with a big shoulder save. Keeping it 0-0. Peltier shutting down Zito.
Zito was coming close to Pelletier too. He took his time on that shot, and Pelletier was able to read it. Very good job there.
I'm surprised Zito didn't opt to go for the backhand there. Had the left side of the cage pretty open, but Peltier able to shut the door as Cusimano with a good closeout there on the defensive effort, and it's cleared by the Bronx, and it will go all the way down for an icing on Ryder with just under 3 minutes left to go in the opening frame.
Shots on goal a little bit closer now. 10-9 still in favor of the Terps.
And like you were saying before, Matt, Ryder having a good turn here in these last few minutes, trying to open up the ice a little bit more. Like you said, ice really has opened up a lot for both these teams, as saw a couple odd man rushes for both groups.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit of a sluggish start for the Bronx, but now they've been firing away at Pelletier. I think Pelletier is the reason why it's still a scoreless hockey game.
The Bronx are getting a little bit more comfortable, I think.
Getting a lot of guys, the Bronx as well. Those 2-on-1s, those passes across. Gotta see the Maryland defense stick up to those a little bit better.
Padula with it behind Givorowski, has to stop on a dime there and flip it up and out of the zone. Tomaszewski gloves it down at center ice. Plays that one up for Wilson, tried to get in, but it's taken away by Schneider. Schneider able to move that puck over to Rauch while he fell down. Rauch nearly lost the handle there. It was kicked aside by a Terp. Taken back the other way. Amen with it. Tries to walk by Padula. Couldn't do so as it's cleared out, and the Bronx have it at center ice again. Schneider with it. Looking. Tried to go to Rauch. Feeding McKeach on the back door. Tried to go through the legs, and that one trickles wide. Schneider was there. McKeach tried to put it on. Couldn't do so, and it's blocked by the Terrapins again and taken out of the zone. A big chance there for Ryder.
There was nobody on that one side for the Bronx to just tap it in.
Then on the second effort, Tomaszewski there helping out his goaltender Pelletier, swiping that puck away.
Yeah, he did a really good job on that effort to knock that away from McKeach, who was right there, right at the top of the crease, as Blazak trying to glove this one down. McDermott with it, puts one on, and a big glove save there from Pelletier. Flashing the leather there. Let's take another look at that one, that big save there from Pelletier. For some reason, replay didn't want to work for some reason. Showing a clip from the Pink in the Rink game last week. Not sure why that happened. Regardless, a big save by Pelletier. That was a very big save. Puck taken back the other way. Back up to the blue line. Noonan back out on the ice. Good to see him back out for the Terrapins. Puck trickles all the way back to Sarah. Coyne with it now in his own end. Puck cycled around over to Bennert. Bennert plays that one, or at least tried to paper, went through his skates, and will go all the way down for an icing on the Bronx. Under a minute left to go here in the first period.
I love those replay graphics, Carollo. I know it was the wrong replay, but those graphics are pretty sick.
Thank you.
We're living in 2023 here.
Yeah, it's been pretty much 2.5 years of putting this stream together, so it's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of work, especially being able to stream on both of our channels at the same time, which I'm very happy we're able to make it work.
Broadcasting and just the ACHA in general, it's growing. It's on the rise.
Yes, it certainly is. As that one goes off the iron on the rebound, it's blocked in front. That big shot there. I'm not sure who that came from. I think it might have been Bieganowski there. on the far wall. Trying to dance through into the middle was Healy. Bieganowski in the corner. Coyne trying to dig it out. Under 30 seconds to go here in the first period. Suker with it now. Plays it over to Kenna. Kenna up ice. Trying to drive around Sarah there. Couldn't do it. Suker with it below the goal line. Skating back out to Coyne at the point. Coyne tries to get by a defender. Able to do so walking and feeds it down to Kenna. Kenna to Padula. 5 seconds left to go, trying to get a shot on, redirected in front, bouncing around. Evan there, still on the doorstep. Evan tried to get the shot off, but the horn will sound, and that will do it for the first period. A mad scramble in front at the end of the opening frame.
What a job there by Pelletier right at the end, making all of those saves. He had to stand on his toes for those last 15 or so seconds.
Yeah, it says the Terps are up in the shot department 10-9. I feel like Pelletier had the busiest period out of anyone. He looked really good. I think he's the reason why it's still 0-0.
Yeah, for sure. Pelletier looked great in that period. Wish we could have gone back to look at that one save that we had, or that he made. He made a bunch of good ones in that opening frame. But either way, we're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we'll break down the period a little bit more for you and have the second period of action between the Bronx and the Terrapins. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Rider Bronx and Maryland Terrapins Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting and the Maryland Hockey Network, live here on YouTube. We are tied 0-0 after the first period between the Bronx and the Terrapins as we get set for the second period. 10 seconds left to go here in the first intermission as we get ready to go here for this period. A good period for both teams. Bronx got off to a bit of a slow start there in that opening frame. Maryland came out hot, but as we get set for this one,
it's been a defensive battle and a goalie duel.
Sure. It has been a goalie duel so far as we get ready for the second period.
And off the face-off, this is Eddie Coyne. He'll punch it in. Pelletier plays it with the stick. Tomaszewski's there. For the Bronx, McDermott wraps it around. Tomaszewski's there. This is Newnham, pressured by Cusimano, and Kravitsky gets it out. Back down for Coyne. He'll take it around his own net. Kicks it over to Cusimano. Off the boards, Eamon back to chase. Pape is on it. Icing is waved off. Pape's there first. Cusimano stripped away by Tomaszewski. Puck behind the net. Kravitsky's after it. Now TJ Evan on it. Off the glass and out. This should be icing, and it will be. We'll take it back the other way.
Teams still trying to figure themselves out here at the beginning stages of this second period. Very similar opening first minute and 15 seconds or so as the opening frame.
Yes, very, very similar.
Evan and Healy on the face-off there. Puck goes off the netting, so we'll try this again.
Little meeting of the sticks there.
This time the draw will be to the right of Givarowski. Healy and Evan once more. Fabiani shooting and a glove save by Givarowski. We'll do this a third time.
Quick shot off the draw there from Fabiani.
Givarowski with the glove save there. Save number 11 of the evening. Still tied at 0 between both teams as that one's dumped back into the Bronx end.
Puck is played off the stick. Someone there, couldn't see who it hit, but Pelletier will cover for the whistle.
Yeah, there was a Bronx rushing down towards him, but either way, bit of a slow crawling start here to the opening, or to the second period.
And now it's the Bronx to get the offensive zone draw. Schneider against Healy. Healy gets this one, played by Fabiani. He passes for Brian Teske. Now out of the zone, but not until Padula was there. Here's Healy who comes away with it. Driving toward the net. Duchesne shooting. Save Givarowski. Rebound, no.
And that was a big save by Givarowski there. Fought that off with, I think, the cage of his mask.
Was able to read that perfectly was Trevor.
Look out into the Rider bench. The puck came flying in there. Everyone ducks out of the way. So since the puck was shot out in the Rider end, that's where the face-off will be. Terps win the draw, but not until McKeach was there. Warner tries to shoot, but he fans on it. Played by Padula. Down low right in front of us. As Colton grabs the screens. Wilson on the puck. Played in the corner. This is Wilson. Looking for Steinberg, but now it's taken away by Padula again. Whacked out by Roush. And now Bennert's on it. Plays it out, gloved. Steinberg in the neutral zone. This is Fabiani. He's got Teskey behind him. McKean showing the pressure. Steinberg looking for Warner. Warner's checked by Schneider, and there's going to be a penalty.
And that's going to be a tripping call there on Schneider. I'm surprised that's being called as a tripping, honestly, as it honestly almost looked like a bit of a low hip check attempt, but either way, you can't really do that. Was pretty much already on the ice when he went to go make that hit. So
it was more of a collision than I would say a trip, but nonetheless, 2 minutes is 2 minutes.
And the second power play of the game here for Maryland, still 0-0. Had a lot of chances on that first one. Have another opportunity now to break the game open.
Healy at the doorstep. It was Drake off the side of the post. Now Healy down low. Goes across. Givorowski sprawls out. This is Teskey with it. He circles around, pressured by Cusimano. Drake down for Healy.
That was the second time Maryland's hit the post this game.
Newnham's shot gets redirected way out of play, so we'll have a whistle.
It almost hit one of the lighting fixtures here at Iceland, and we've seen a lot of deflections in front for both teams, doing a lot of really good jobs to get in front, get some sticks there, get bodies in front to try and block the shooting lanes, especially for the Bronx here on the penalty kill. And Matt, you talked about it on the first penalty kill in the first period, where Riders' special teams, as Coyne lays a nice hit there on Drake, but Riders' special teams have been very, very good, especially going back to last weekend at the ACC Fall Tournament, the Fall Showcase. They were very, very good.
Here's Drake to the left side for Newnham. Maryland, 1:10 to operate with here in the man advantage. Newnham a shot, saved by Givorowski.
Newnham was able to cut through the Rider defense. That was a brilliant job by him, and an even better save by Trevor.
That would have been a highlight reel goal if he had broken on through there. Definitely would have gone on the Hockey House Instagram.
Here's Healy a shot, another save, and the Bronx cleared down the length of the ice. Well, Ryder took a penalty early in the first period. That was about 1:10 in. And now early in the second period, penalty kill looking good once again. Whistling one around the glass was Teskey. He'll go to the bench. Drake is on it with Kravitsky. Pressured by Suker. This is Newnham again. Looking for Kravitsky. His pass is too far out of reach. Kravitsky behind the net. Centering feed for Drake. He taps that one wide. Now Tomaszewski with it. In the corner. Coyne. Back to Kravitsky now. Here's Drake on the left side. Tried getting it for Newnham, and it's cleared again by the Bronx.
And I think that pass across there from Drake was meant for Tomaszewski, as the penalty will expire and we'll be back to 5-on-5. So 2 successful kills for the Bronx so far in this one.
And Cusimano was missing a stick for a little bit of that penalty kill. It was laying there near the boards.
Puck goes to the left of the left post next to Peltier. Duchesne. Kenna with the pressure. Kenna centering feed from Marin. He whistles one wide. And that puck gets redirected out of play.
Both teams doing a good job to try and get some pressure here in this second period. I think this is the longest we've gone this season so far without either team scoring in a Rider Maryland game.
Yeah, usually it's been pretty high scoring between the two.
I was going to say that would definitely track. So the goal's incoming very soon then.
Padula on the puck, now Marin after it. Sarah trying to keep it in, whacked at by Marin. And the Bronx get it to the neutral zone. Now it's Peltier who plays it for Sandell. Alex Sandell looking for Wilson. Now it's Warner. He loses his footing. Marin gets it out again, but Terps regain. This is Sandell. Bennert back around. Gresh is on it. Taken away by Healy. Playing it around right at the doorstep. Couldn't get a shot off. Now blocked by Healy. Gresh jamming at it. Backhander. Can't get through. Here's Steinberg back the other way.
Those are some big blocks there by Healy. Sorry to cut you off.
I was going to say, he was down on the ice for a while just laying there, but it might have been to the benefit of the Terps as a whole because there were some low shots, and Healy was able to block all of them just laying on the ice.
Across for Blazak, a shot. Pelletier with the save again. Now Duchesne, picked off by Coyne. A lot of back and forth hockey the last couple minutes. Here come the Bronx. McDermott's denied the blue line. And now we have another stoppage.
Yeah, I think that bounced up into the Bronx bench there, and the Bronx coming on strong here in the last minute or so. Shots 13-11 with 13 and 1 second left to go here in the second.
Coyne tries to play it across. He was looking for Pape. Now it's Teskey with it. In the Maryland end, it's Fabiani for Duchesne. Just over 7 minutes in. Glad you could join us on Breakout Sports Broadcasting and the Maryland Hockey Network. Matthew Sillo, Carolo Pascal, and Eric Johnson, and our entire media crew. Denied the doorstep was Ryder, and now it's Bieganowski with it. Givarowski's going to cover this puck for another whistle.
And that was a big save there on the other end, and a scramble in front of the net there by the Bronx. Trying to get one past Pelletier, couldn't do so, as Trevor makes another stoppage there.
Pelletier definitely lunged for that save and did a great job in making sure that puck did not cross the crease to keep this game scoreless.
Kravitsky gets the face-off back for Fabiani, but not until the Terps have to regain the offensive zone. Denying the entry was Suker. Now it's Newnham between the legs, and he scores! What a goal for Newnham!
Oh my goodness, what a goal there for Max Newnham. What a goal through the legs, highlight reel, 28th point of the year, goal number 16. Let's take another look at that pretty goal. And I know the Bronx were having a bit of an argument here, trying to say this might have been offside. Newnham puts that one through the legs. Oh my goodness, and the celly to boots.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
If that first goal he almost made cutting through the Ryder defense would have made Hockey House Instagram, that one's definitely going to find its way for a post. What a highlight reel goal by the leader of this Maryland squad, his 13th of the year, to give the Terps a 1-0 lead. My goodness, that was pretty.
Guys, I've seen him score a lot of goals. That might be one of the best ones I've seen.
I think all three of us have seen him score a lot. He's probably one of the best goal scorers on the ice for both teams, and honestly, going back to when both teams were in the mock, one of the best goal scorers in that conference. And I think I speak for all three of us, and you said it best. That might be one of the prettiest goals we've seen him score.
We all reacted the same dazzled, confused way.
And meanwhile, we have a penalty. Looks like this is TJ Evan. He's off for interference. Another power play for the Terps coming up.
And another big opportunity here for Maryland to make it a 2-0 game now.
Here's Wilson off the draw. He had Duchesne there, but the puck pinballs to the corner. Cleared down the length of the ice. Pelletier will play the puck. He'll wrap it around for Bieganowski.
For Jacob Fabiani and number 29, Trevor Drake. At Newman, 16th this season, this is by Drake.
McKeach trying to keep the puck in and kill time.
Second period.
Sandell behind his own net.
Ryder penalty number 12, TJ Evans.
Here is Sandell. Plays it up ahead, puts on the brakes. Looking for Kravitsky, but he was denied by Coyne. This is Bennert. He's able to get it out. Peltier will be forced to play the puck again.
And this has been another strong kill so far here by the Bronx. 1:10 left to go in the man advantage. Third power play of the game here for the Terps.
Yeah, you beat me to it, Corral. Those were two quick clears and deep into the Rider attacking zone, as this puck's going to get deflected and go out of play.
Eddie Coyne, as usual, getting the stick on it. Beganowski's shot goes into the netting. Maryland gets their first unit out there. Face off to the left of Giverowski. Here's Newnham, the goal scorer for Tomaszewski. Looking across, now it's taken away by Ryder. Here come the Bronx. Potential 2-on-1, but Maryland's back check gets there in time. Now Teskey. That was Pape looking to create some offense shorthanded. Here's Healy, denied by Pape. Now Tomaszewski moving in, but Giverowski's got it, and he'll cover.
Strong shot there from Tomaszewski on the man advantage, right where he likes it, too.
Yeah, that was a good shot there in the low slot. Tried to beat Giverowski 5-hole. Was able to close the pads together and get the save, keeping it a 1-0 game.
Suker and Healy. Healy gets this one. This is Drake who operates. Pass across for Tomaszewski. Right at the bumper. Now they fight for it. Newnham down low, shooting. Giverowski looked behind him, but now he'll cover it.
Yeah, Trevor, I don't think knew where that puck was right away, but being able to quickly cover that to limit the damage.
Another offensive zone draw for the Terps. About 15 seconds left of power play time. This is Newnham for Drake. Looking for Teskey. Now he goes across. This is Tomaszewski. That's redirected out of play.
7 seconds left to go here on the power play for Maryland. Has been a very good power play so far, but the Bronx doing a very excellent job on the penalty kill. Are always known for a great penalty kill, as this one expiring now back to 5-on-5.
Newnham across. Now Drake. Plays it back for Newnham. Here come the Bronx again. This is Kenna. He had Suker trailing with him. Keeping in with Suker, but not until the Terps take it back the other way. This is Drake trying to make a move on Coyne. Here's Kenna again. He's heavily outnumbered. He shoots. That's blocked by Tomaszewski, and Peltier sprawls out to make a save there. Coyne keeps it in at the blue line. He shoots. Peltier goes down. Now a centering feed for Coyne. That one wouldn't go. Still they fight for it, and they get a whistle.
Wow, those are two massive saves there from Peltier. Had to dive back on top of that one. He's still laying down. And I don't know if you guys saw that. Healy waved it off himself. As Ryder trying to tie this game up. Some good chances there from Kenna and from Coyne from the blue line. We'll take another look at it here. That scramble down low back up to the blue line, and Coyne with the shot. Kenna was right there trying to jam at it, as was Evan. But we stand still at a 1-0 Maryland lead with 8:50 left to go in the second period.
And Tomaszewski with his second big shot block of the night, too. Staying in that crease and making sure that puck was tipped away. And he had another one of those in the first period. Great stuff.
Peltier's on this one for another whistle. Nice play by Zito to keep the puck in the offensive zone.
Yeah, Zito doing a good job to try and get past the defender. I'm not sure who it was from Maryland who got beat there on that play. But either way, Bronx with another offensive zone draw, and Peltier is just going to hold on to it again off of a Padula shot from the blue line.
Well, last couple minutes now. It's the Bronx with offensive pressure. See if they could tie up the score.
Very similar to the first period again, where the Bronx took a little longer in that first period to kind of generate that offense. Very similar here. The only difference is this time they allowed a goal on the other end.
Zito and Wilson on the draw. We're going to try this again. So there you saw the camera second angle in the left corner. Sandell, gloved by Wilson. It was off the helmet of one of the Rider players.
I think that might have hit Pape or Blazak there right on the top of the head.
Blazak on the bench.
Yeah, as you were saying about the second camera there, Matt, glad we could make that work this year and have it here for the streams this year as we take another look at it now. We're hoping to eventually do more than 2 at some point, but we're still getting there. Still a work in progress.
We're going to turn it into a full-on Hollywood studio by the time the season's over.
That would be nice.
Peltier covers. We'll try this again. We have our Maryland hockey crew on that second camera, Andrew Rich and Benji Ferraro. Always fun working together with the Rider guys.
Always a blast here at Iceland. Going back to last year, you guys up on the other side of the locker rooms there. I was a bit of a shotgun setup for you guys.
We called it the battle site. I remember 2 years ago when it had the insulation up there.
Oh my God, that was ridiculous.
Fall through the ceiling, you'll find yourself in the locker room. Get black lung up there.
Yikes.
Here's Sandell. Blazak on the ice. Trying to get it was Wilson. Now it's gloved by Serra. He circles around. He's got Sandell with him. Up ahead for Wilson. Kusumano is there. Now Warner trying to get it for Steinberg. He shoots. Saved by Givorowski. No rebound was available. Now Padula. Fabiani punches it into the corner. Warner is the first one there. Pass back for Fabiani. Down below the goal line, Healy gets bumped into with Padula. Now Kusumano. Playing the puck is Pape. He'll try and shovel it out. Kept in by Fabiani. Now Blazak off to the races. Only one there. His shot's blocked. Healy for the Terps.
Bronx are just trying to get that out of the zone at that point.
This is Bieganowski. Looking for Duchesne, who shoots. Saved by Givorowski.
And I think Kusumano just caught a little bit sleeping there on that play. Rouch back the other way now, trying to break through on the shot. Peltier. Another very, very nice save.
Down in the corner.
Peltier so far been dynamite tonight. 21 for 21 in net. Or sorry, 17 for 17 in net. Perfection from Peltier.
I asked Peltier after Maryland's win on Saturday against NC State, is that the best game you ever played in college? He said yes. So he's riding the hot hand right now.
And that's dangerous if you're an opposing team, right? To hear that?
Yeah, it definitely is. When other teams hear that the goaltender they're facing on a hot streak got the hot glove, able to make saves whenever they need to, it's definitely dangerous for other teams. And Ryder's facing that right now. And I will say one thing that I've noticed throughout this game with Ryder, as Kenna puts that shot off the iron, all 3 posts here in this game, 2 for Maryland, 1 for the Bronx. But like I was saying, Ryder, I think we're seeing a little bit of the wear and tear from the tournament on them here in this one, looking a little bit slower, a little bit sloppier on their passes, their puck plays, their zone entries. They've been a little bit nonchalant about some of it, I would say. They've had a little bit of struggles with that, where there's been other games they've had trouble. It's 2-on-1 back the other way now, and it's going to be called for offside as Evan just angrily sends that one into the end boards.
Now the other thing, though, you bring up a good point with the tournament, but Ryder faced 3 completely different opponents over 3 completely different days, and then coming back and facing this Maryland team, it is still a little bit of an adjustment because you have to adjust your game to the styles of some of those teams that they played, the Virginia Techs, the UNCs, down in the ACC showcase. So coming back here and playing Maryland, yeah, it's going to be an adjustment. So maybe that has contributed a little bit to the sloppiness from the Bronx so far today.
And a lot of physical teams at the showcase, too, and the ACC in general. I mean, Ryder, they played both Virginia Tech and Wilmington. Those are 2 physical teams. And it's 3 games in a row. It's going to tax your players at some point.
Yeah, it definitely does, as this one's dumped back to Givorowski. And like you were saying, a lot of very tough teams. Ryder usually being one of them. this year not having as much physicality with a bunch of seniors leaving last year, 10 freshmen on the team this year, and some of the other teams you mentioned, UNC Wilmington, and Virginia Tech, two extremely physical teams. Maryland physical as well, and then just previously before that they played rowing.
Pass across. That was Evan. Couldn't get the shot off.
One little thing I wanted to bring up about the ACC Showcase, too, that can contribute to the Bronx tiredness. Yes, they played 3 games in a row, but also the distance they had to travel. That is not a far drive, or not a short drive, down to Virginia for that showcase. So a 7-hour bus ride there and a 6-7 hour bus ride back, that can, really drain some players.
Trying to keep the puck in was Marin. Now it goes off the rider bench, the boards right below. This is Bennett, pass across. Puck stays loose. I don't think they could get a shot off there. Now Eamon's able to get it free.
Yeah, that was a bit of a mad scramble there. An excellent 2 shifts there for the Bronx getting into the zone, and Evan had that great chance on the partial breakaway in on to Peltier, made the save. Puck taken away again on the doorstep. Zito had that one saved by Peltier with the pillows.
Dangerous giveaway there by the Terps. We've seen that. Those leaky giveaways in the defensive zone a lot this year. Zito almost tying it up. This is Andrew McMenamin in the corner, playing in his first game of the season. Now Serra winds up. He shoots. That one goes high. Now it's Duchesne. He taps it in deeper. Bronx are able to get it out. This might be icing, and it will be.
Yeah, and that was a big wind-up shot there from the point there by Andre Serra. Had a lot of mustard on that shot as it sailed over the cage of Gavorowski. As we're just under 3 minutes left to go here in this middle frame. Shots 21-18 in favor of Maryland. Maryland with the 1-goal lead.
Zito and Healy in the face-off. This time Zito wins it. Chipped in by Duchesne. Healy was there. Now Bieganowski steps in. Coyne is double-teamed. Now Gresh. Sandell off the skate at Bieganowski. Now it's Duchesne. Here's Healy on the other side. Back for Sandell. Now it's the captain, Bieganowski. He's pressured by Zito. Healy comes away with it, tries to drive toward the front, but he was denied by Coyne. Coyne lead pass, goes off the skate of Serra, looking for Pape. Now it's Pape. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the middle period. 1-0 Maryland. Serra plays it around the boards. This is McDermott who shoots. Rebound saved by Peltier, and it goes over the net. On the 3rd attempt, puck goes just over the crossbar.
Oh my goodness. Peltier with 2 insane saves. Hopefully when we get a stoppage we can take a look at those. Those were unbelievable saves there from Henry Peltier.
And the 3rd look going over the crossbar too. The Bronx have definitely had the looks at the goal, but Peltier has just been on his game tonight. When you asked him last week and you said, yes, that was the best game he played, man, I don't think Ryder wanted to hear that.
Here's Serra, who plays for Sandell. 75 seconds left in the second period. Peltier playing the puck. Now Sandell. Keeping in was Padula. He drives toward the slot, but he's denied by Warner. Now it's Steinberg. Down for Bennett. Looking for the redirection. That one goes wide. That was McKeach.
Yeah, that was a very good redirect there by McKeach. Bennett, if he had got to that a little bit sooner, could have got a better shot off, as this one taken by Maryland yet again.
Sandell checked by Schneider, and the Maryland bench came open, so we have a stoppage.
Yeah, let's take a look at those saves there from Peltier, because my goodness, were they fantastic. McDermott able to get this one into Blazak. Gets the first one, the second with the paddle, and then he put it over the bar, and I think that was a good stick lift there from Sandell. Got just enough of Blazak's stick as he sent it over the cage. Had a whole cage.
It was that second one that really sealed the deal there with those great saves and that great sequence. If Maryland ends up winning this game, you could thank that sequence right there from Henry Pelletier.
Fabiani, not until the puck goes into the netting. We'll try this once more. 28.5 on the clock. And they're going to bring this into the neutral zone. It's probably the right call there. Kravitsky and Evan on the draw. Now it's Cusimano. Plays it off the boards looking for Suker. 15 seconds left. Here is Suker. They're looking for Kenna. Terps are able to get it out to the last 10. This is Coyne. He'll take his time. Plays it around. Drake is there. 3 seconds. Can Ryder get a shot? No, that'll be it. And Newnham has a little chat with Givarowski. Newnham always laughing with the opposing players, having a good time.
Said in the end, that's what hockey's all about, having a good time.
And that will do it for the second period. So after 2 periods of play, Maryland with the lead 1-0 going into the second intermission. Shots 22-19 in favor of the Terps. But either way, we're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we'll break down that period a little bit more for you and have the third period of action between Rider and Maryland. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Rider Bronx and Maryland Terrapins Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting and the Maryland Hockey Network, live here on YouTube. After 2 periods of play, Maryland still with the 1-0 lead after the beautiful Max Noonan through the legs goal in the second period. Shots 22-19 going into the third period. Before we get kicked off, just want to ask both you, Eric and Matt, what you guys think so far for this one going into the start of the third?
I'm looking at two very even teams that know each other very, very well. And it's no surprise to see the score as 1-0, as it is. Maybe a little bit more goals, but still, when you're playing like Pelletier and Gavorowski have been all day, you can't be really expecting that many more goals. So I've been seeing a very competitive game, a very defensive-heavy game, a very goaltending-heavy game, but most importantly, a very competitive game.
Yeah, I think with the first and second period so far, it's been Maryland that's got off to the hot start, and then toward the end of both periods, it's been Rider that usually finishes with a little bit of momentum. So we'll see how the start of the third period goes.
Cusimano with it. He opts to dump that one into the zone. Going back to get it is A-Man. Drake with it now. Had it bounce off of a player in front, taken by McDermott. McDermott dumps that one around, trying to find Blazak. Blazak tries to get it to Pape. Pape now with it. Sends that one back up to Cusimano. Cusimano in front to Pape. Lost the handle and lost an edge. Still getting the shot off. Pelletier fights that one off with the chest.
Pape very quickly getting back to his skates and getting that shot off.
That one dumped in by the Terps. Cusimano goes back to get it behind his cage. Cusimano through the neutral zone all alone. Tries to dump in, but it goes right to the stick of Teske. Tried to move that one across. Gresh tried to get there for the Bronx, but it's cleared by Maryland. Back the other way, Healy with it. Walking in, he fires. Gavorowski able to make the save and hold on. A very tricky shot to handle there from Tucker Healy. Face-off won by the Bronx. Zito trying to get it up and out. Gresh able to glove it down and turn it around. Zito able to pick it up. Delayed penalty on the play. Marin with it. Backhanded shot goes wide. And as Maryland touches up, Duchesne there touches it. And we're going to get a tripping call here on Maryland. So to the power play for the first time tonight are the Bronx.
And it couldn't have come at a better time.
It's going to be Travis Duchesne going to the box. I thought it was going to be on Teske, but it's number 24, not number 18.
But either way, to the power play are the Bronx, looking to tie this game at 1. McDermott able to win the draw, sends to Coyne at the blue line. To Pape. Quick pass to Schneider, back up to Coyne. Coyne walks the blue line, plays back down to Schneider, top of the circle, looking in front. McDermott tips that one over the net and into the netting behind the cage. A great redirect in front, just over the bar.
They were looking for that tip in from McDermott. The Bronx have been able to perfect that so well.
Maryland's got to look out for the guys standing right in front of Pelletier. A lot of opposition. They get a lot of goals from their redirections and get the body in front. Maryland's got to keep the guy out.
Schneider across to Blazak, and he scores! A tie game at 1. Blazak on the power play. Schneider with a perfectly feathered pass across. Makes this a tie game at 1. We'll take another look at that goal. And this is a great job by the Bronx to win this draw. Coyne down to Schneider on the other side of the screen. Blazak just creeping in, and then Schneider able to find him on the pass across. We've seen it a few times on the man advantage this year, where the Bronx have been able to find Blazak on the opposite side. 4 goals like that, and we are tied at 1.
Amazing shot there from Alex. And Matt, you said it perfectly. You know, look for that guy out in front, because if that shot was blocked by Pelletier, McDermott would have had his goal. And this game would still probably have been tied 1-1, but what a shot there from Blazak, just a rip. And we are deadlocked.
Padula at the blue line, down to Suker. Suker to Evan. Evan Back to Suker at the near side hash marks. Plays back to Evan in the corner. Back to Suker, they play catch. Suker walking out top of the circle. Tries to fire shot. Evan redirects that one just through the crease. I don't know how that didn't bounce into the net. Took a funny bounce off of his stick and just went wide. And like Matt, you were just saying, those redirects in front, the guy there in the crease as Noonan back the other way. Had a spectacular through the legs goal in the second period, looking to get the lead back as that one misfired by the Terrapins, and Givarowski covers up in his crease.
That was Sandell who took that shot wide on Givarowski.
Well, we were saying how it was Maryland that started both of the first two periods off hot. Ryder scoring just the first couple of minutes. We got a tie hockey game now.
Yeah, for sure. And I wonder what Coach Fox said to the Bronx there in the locker room. Walked right past them as we went into the lobby here at Iceland. But interested to hear what he had to say after the game in that intermission, as the Bronx came out hot, like you said, Matt, as Coyne goes back to get this one. Lays it for Cusimano. 3 minutes and change gone here in this third period as Coyne tracks this one deep in the zone. Coyne tries to play it back around. Schneider there. Schneider trying to dig it out to Coyne again. Coyne goes back up to the blue line. Cusimano gets tangled up. There was Steinberg who's able to get it out. Cusimano right back into the zone. Schneider there watching for Rauch on the other side as Schneider tries to lay the body. Steinberg again trying to play that one away, but McKean sent it to Schneider in front. Bronx with some sustained pressure here again. Schneider with it, looking in front. Rauch there, and a huge glove save by Peltier, and it trickles wide of the crease. Back up to the blue line. Padula couldn't get all the shot off. It's taken away by Maryland.
A huge save there from Henri Pelletier. A gorgeous, gorgeous look.
That one right in front, trying to get the shot off was Maryland. That was Healy. As back the other way, breakaway chance here for Gresh. Gresh in on the breakaway. Can he get to the puck? Peltier makes the diving poke check as Gresh goes hard into the boards.
Smart play there by Peltier. He waited and waited and waited, and then finally when the puck was a little bit too far out of reach, just poked the stick on it.
That is all about timing. He timed that perfectly. The puck couldn't even get to Gresh, but Pelletier beat him to it.
Into the zone, Zito fires a shot, bouncing around, glove down by Marin. He cycles it around Peltier. Zito tried to get there, but it's taken away now by Fabiani. Zito able to get a strip off of him. Zito still with the puck. Tried to wrap it back to Gresh. Zito with it now behind the cage. Zito tries to go back to Gresh. Got tangled up with a defender. That was Fabiani. Now taken away by Bieganowski. He plays that one to Tomaszewski. Into the zone. He fires. It goes over the bar. Nearly careened all the way out of the zone, but it's kept in by the Terps. Bennert trying to dig it out. Marin there as well. Pinned just above a hash marks. Taken away there by Tomaszewski. He sends it across. Noonan there looking for the shot. Givarowski makes the save. Scramble around. Goes to the side of the cage. Bouncing puck goes back up to the blue line, and it's going to trickle all the way out. And the Bronx are able to get the line change off.
A much-needed line change, too, for the Bronx.
Tomaszewski dumps that one in. Coyne going to get it down low in the puck battle with Kravitsky. Kravitsky with it, looking, trying to send it back up to Drake at the blue line. It's picked off by Ryder. Blazak trying to get by a defender, able to do so. Blazak trying to drive towards the net, looking for Pape, and a great back check there by Drake. That one, McDermott there. Cusimano trying to pinch and get the shot off. It's blocked in front by Noonan. Pape still with it. Sharp angle shot. Peltier makes the save. Cusimano with it now. Bronx buzzing. That pass across broken up in front by the defense as Noonan sends it to Drake. Drake across back to Noonan. Noonan fires it off the iron. Had Givarowski beat, but a third shot off the iron here for the Terps.
That might have been the loudest one we've heard, too.
Puck back the other way. Evan with it in front. That one redirected, goes wide. I think Peltier got a piece of it. Evan with it again, looking for Kenna in front. Evan cycling back up to Cusimano. He lays a shot. Drake with the block, tried to get it out, couldn't do so. Cusimano trying to walk it back in. McKenna there, now taken away by Wilson, who's able to flip it up and out as Coyne goes back to track it down with 13:10 left to go here in the third period. Suker, that pass across. Meant for Padula, couldn't reach him, kept in the zone now as Padula puts that one wide. Evan cycles the puck around. Sarah able to get there first and clear again. Referees wave it off, say a Bronc tipped it as Givorowski plays the stretch pass up to Evan. Evan into the zone, tried to play it quickly for Rauch, couldn't do so. Evan nearly got laid out there above the hash marks. Padula getting shoved out of the zone as McKean dumps that one in. Fabiani plays that one up to Warner, who's able to get it out. Rauch trying to get to the loose puck. He's able to do so. Over to Teske now. Teske across the blue line. He fires. That one goes over the bar. Nearly came out of the zone. Now it bounces out as Schneider's able to get there. Schneider in on goal. Schneider with it. Trying to go to the forehand. And it's saved by Peltier again.
Trying for a close 5-hole shot there was Cole Schneider. But Pelletier able to squeeze the pads and stop it.
Way to track that there with the glove, too. He wasn't sure if he was going to go left or right. Peltier on that left side with the glove. He's able to cover it up.
And that was a good job there by Schneider to try and outweight Peltier, but couldn't finish it as he made the save. Back the other way now. Maryland looking to fire, and they score! A snipe from Tucker Healy gets Maryland their lead back and makes it 2-1.
And you can tell the Terps are thrilled about that one. What a laser there from Tucker Healy to give the Terps a 2-1 lead. Wow.
That was a blistering shot there from Tucker Healy. A wicked wrister as Maryland take the lead back. His 8th of the season, point number 18 of the year.
Healy usually creating the plays with all of his face-off wins and all the playmaking capabilities. There he's able to finish it. Maryland regaining that lead, like you said.
And shots now tied up at 25 as Newnham hits the deck there. Tried to spin around a Bronc. And after all that pressure, all that ice tilt there from the Broncs, it's Maryland who come back the other way and take the lead. Resch with it. He fires that one deflected by Teske, and it goes up into the netting for a whistle.
And if you're the Bronx, you have to respond quickly to this, right? Like, you got the momentum just taken away from you with that just rocket off the stick of Healy.
Face off one back by Zito at the blue line. Coyne walking in, looking to fire across. That one tipped just wide. Zito was looking for the redirect. Drake getting on the end of this one. Drake trying to drive by, gets taken out on the shot. Was able to get a partial opportunity off as Newnham able to pick this one off, looking for Drake in the middle. Newnham with it, sharp angled, try to get it off of a Bronc there to get it in front. Zito with it now. Zito has Gresh with him. Zito trying to dance through on the shot. That one saved by Peltier. Zito putting on the moves there, but Peltier again shutting the door. Pape with it now.
Zito's been looking for that goal all night long.
Padula tried to put the shot on there in front. It went off the skate or the ankle of Tomaszewski as he goes back to the bench. McDermott into the zone, wrapping that for Pape, bouncing towards Peltier, getting a glove on it. Newnham able to lift this one up and out to center ice as Padula dumps that one in onto Peltier and just waffle boarded it up into the netting.
It's kind of funny. I saw Trevor Drake bump into Padula. Little height difference there, but it's the shorter one that delivers the check on the big guy.
That was indeed quite the visual.
And Drake 5'3", Padula 6'3", a full foot of height there between the two of them. As that one played out of the zone by Maryland, trying to get by. Padula can't do so. That was Steinberg who had it before Padula took it away. Halfway through this third period. Shot. That one taken goes over Givarowski. That one by Steinberg. Still in the zone. Maryland trying to drive to the crease. Couldn't do so. Wilson in the corner. Tries to go back down low. Puck played out to Pape, and he's just going to clear it out of the zone, and Sarah will have to go get it. Sarah gets across the blue line, goes into Givarowski, who lays this one off for Padula. A little surprised he decided to lay that puck off as Maryland still cycling, and a big hit there by McDermott. Laid the body as Suker back the other way. And I think this puck got deflected up into the netting here. Or actually, it ended up in Peltier's glove. I didn't even see Suker take the shot on goal.
What a check there from McDermott. That was a pretty leveling hit from the big man.
Evan versus Healy in the circle. Healy able to win it and get it back up to the point. Not out of the zone yet, though. Kenna with it. Kenna back up to Bennert. Now down to Kenna again. Kenna was looking in front for Suker, but it's broken up by Maryland. Bennert on it again. Opts to dump that one in. Sticked aside by Peltier. Teskey can't get it out of the zone. Evan with it. Tried to play it down low for Kenna as it goes over to Suker. Suker gets hemmed up below the hash marks, back up to Coyne. Walking, able to get around a few Terp players, but it's broken up just outside of the crease. At the blue line, Suker with it again. He sends it back into the corner. Evan there, tried to find Kenna, was broken up in front. And it's cleared by the Terrapins as a Bennert beat out on the foot race back the other way. That one centered in front. Kenna not able to get there. It goes past everybody and out of the zone. Kravitsky in his own end, being hounded there by Evan. Rauch comes in to pinch, was looking to feed Evan in front. Couldn't get the pass to him as Evan lays the body. Coyne with it at center ice. Opts to dump in. Bronx looking to complete the forward change here. Teskey not able to get it out. Padula pinches to keep it in. Bouncing puck. Rauch was there, but couldn't get a handle of the puck. Drake the other way. Sends that on in to Givarowski. Bronx now having the lead in shots 27-26 as Coyne tried to get this one to Rauch, couldn't do so. Fabiani with it. Plays it over to Drake. Drake walking into Newman with it. He fires that one. Got a piece of the shoulder of Givarowski. As Schneider with a big hit. That was a dangerous hit there by Schneider. Went almost shoulder first, and I think Schneider might have got hurt as well here afterwards as he got slashed, and I think that's Fabiani who's still down. That was a bad hit by Schneider there, as he's now down on the ice as well, holding his leg.
That was just a very awkward collision near the boards.
That was not a great hit there by Cole Schneider. Something you don't really see from him. Usually one of the more calm, cool, and collected players on the ice. And
looks like Fabiani's nose is cut up too. Saw some blood on his face. Now the trainer puts a cloth in the nose area.
yeah, that was not a great hit. As Fabiani back up to the ice, or back up to his skates, which is great to see. Glad he's able to get off the ice under his own power, as looks like it might be a cut just above his eye, right in between the eyes, it seems like. So we'll have to await the penalties here.
Heard Beganowski, Maryland captain, say he's literally bleeding, trying to plead his case for a penalty there.
Yeah, Bieganowski saying it again, and we'll have to see what happens with the penalties here. Assuming Schneider's going to go to the box, and maybe whoever retaliated at him might sit as well for Maryland, but we'll have to see. And it's going to be 5-on-5. No penalties for either team on that play. I think I speak for all three of us when we're a bit stunned with that one.
Yes, I concur.
Yeah, I don't really understand that one. Looked like a high hit. It was a dangerous hit. I think a little bit of a lucky break for the Bronx.
Yeah, certainly a lucky break there for Riders. That was a bad hit there by Schneider. Lucky that he got away with it, and then back the other way, Maryland as well with the whack onto his legs with the retaliation for it as Padula keeps this one in the zone. Blazak tried to get it back in, couldn't do so. It's played out by Maryland. This one is going to go all the way down as Cusimano tracks it down. Cusimano to Blazak. Can't get it out as Teskey there. He gets knocked to the ice, lost his stick as McDermott is able to pick it up now. McDermott up to Pape. Nearly got ran over there by the 13 of Wilson as it's played back. Bouncing puck at the Bronx blue line up to McDermott now. McDermott into the zone. Sends it off the glass. Pape going to chase on it. McDermott down there. Tried to center it in front. Was looking there for Gresh as he sends it back around the ice. Teskey with it. Up to Wanner. Gets it out of the zone as Cusimano goes back to get it. Cusimano able to avoid the check and get it out. Down to 6:15 left to go here in the third. Bronx down by a goal, looking to tie it once again. Kept in the zone, looking to shoot. That one goes over the bar and wide. Padula was looking for the big hit there on Wilson. Kept in by the Terps.
Yeah, Wilson was out there a while. It was a long shift. Finally got that shot off and then went straight to the bench right after.
Gresh with it. Puts that one in on goal. Peltier leaves it in his slot. Marin tried to feed it around, was looking for Zito as it's taken away by Maryland again. That one dumped in by Healy. Scored the leading goal here in this third period. Looking to generate more offense here in the later stages of the frame. Marin back the other way now, has Zito with him on his left as that one's played away by Maryland. Sarah wraps that around. Healy there, picked off by Evan in the zone, lays that one in front and it's gloved down there by Peltier, flashing the leather, and Suker getting pushed at the end of it. Evan getting involved. Getting a little bit chippy here in the late stages of the third.
Nice pass there from Evan to Suker, TJ to DJ. But Pelletier once again flashing that leather and robbing the Bronx on that opportunity.
So a little bit of extracurricular activity after the whistle. I think both teams are going to try and refrain from that late in the game. It's a one-goal game. Don't want to take any penalties.
Yeah, for sure. As Coyne walks the line here, lays that one off. That shot from Bennett gets blocked in front there by Tomaszewski, and it's cleared. Coyne back to get it in his own end. Tried to play that one up to Suker. Wasn't able to get it to him as this one taken now by Kenna. Kenna able to dance around a player looking to send it in front for Evan. Suker was there as well. Bennett able to keep it in at the blue line. Sends it behind the goal. Kenna trying to get a whack at it. Evan in there as well. Taken away by Tomaszewski now. He lifts it up and out of the zone. Bennett has to glove it down. Opts to dump back in. Back in his own end. Sean Amon not able to get that one out. Kept in with the skate by Bennett. He puts one on. It was waffle boarded away by Peltier. Drake able to get this one out of the zone, and it will go all the way down for an icing on the Terrapins with 4:15 left to go here in the third.
Strong clear there by the Terrapins. Really all game they've been clearing the puck very, very well.
And now it's a good chance for the Bronx to get the offensive zone draw with 4:15 on the clock.
Certainly for sure. Big guns back out for the Bronx. That top line back out, and it's cleared right away by Maryland. Coyne with it at center ice. Shots 29-26 here in this one so far in favor of the Bronx. Schneider tried to feed it in front. No one was home. Padula, high slot, lays that for Rauch. Tried to go for the 1T, but sent it about 5 yards of the cage. Padula back in his own end. Up to McKeach, who dumps it in. We'll have to keep an eye on Gavorowski to see if he comes out for the extra attacker. Tomaszewski trying to pin it down low. McKeach coming over to try and dig it out. Rauch in there too. McKeach able to get it to Rauch. Tomaszewski back with it again under his skates as McKeach moves it forward. Amon able to move it around back to Tomaszewski. He's able to move it up ice, but it's picked off by the Bronx. Trying to get the shot off McKeach. Peltier sticks it away. Noonan with it now. Able to use some open ice and get some speed through the neutral zone. Nearly got by, but Schneider was able to poke it. Blazak on the ice, tried to get it away, taken by Noonan. Now Padula has to track back. Noonan trying to get by, gets the shot off. Givarowski makes the save. Gets by Noonan at the blue line, goes all the way back there to Fabiani. Good to see he's back out on the ice. Blazak for Pape, tried to enter the zone, couldn't do so. Cusimano has this one poked away. He's shoved away, stick in his face of Wilson as he went down hard as Padula laid the hit. And a big hit in the corner. Padula came together with Steinberg. A green light collision in the near side corner. Stretch pass back the other way. Peltier comes out to get it. Down to 2:30 left to go here in the third period. That puck played out. Padula able to knock this one down. Waits, enters the zone. He fires. Peltier decides to hold on. And what a couple last minutes or so this has been.
This game has gotten a little intense.
So Givarowski keeps looking at the Rider bench. We'll see when they pull the trigger on that.
Yeah, I noticed that too, Matt. And I think he was waiting for that opportunity, but Maryland was doing just a great job of picking up the puck in the neutral zone.
Face-off won by Maryland again. Puck bounces into the corner. A Terp hit the ice, and now it's cleared or not. Coyne able to knock it down, turning around. That shot goes just wide. On the doorstep, right in front of Peltier, gets the save again. Suker was right there at the top of the crease, but Peltier, another huge save.
That was massive by Pelletier and a great design route for Suker. Just coming in right in front, trying to plop it in, just couldn't.
Face-off won by Maryland again. Bieganowski can't get it out as it deflects off of the skate of Suker and goes out of play behind the benches.
If Riders can have any chance to score the game-tying goal, they're going to have to win one of these face-offs in the zone.
As this face-off is going to come out of the Maryland defensive end as Evan on the draw here with Healy. Healy with another face-off win, able to move it forward. Healy with it, walks across the blue line, and we're going to get an offside call on Maryland. That took a while to get called.
Yeah, Healy was already halfway towards taking that shot on Trevor.
It's going to be close to monitor here as well. If Maryland can keep the puck in the neutral zone, then Givarowski's going to have to stay in net.
Maryland with it, looking to shoot. That one fought off there by Bennett, who got a stick into it late. Kenna trying to get it out, can't do so. It's kept in there by Duchesne. Bennett has that puck bounce away, kept in by the Terps. Looking to shoot, they do. Givarowski fights it off. Coyne with it now. Givarowski skating further and further towards the bench. Taken away by the Terrapins, and it's going to go all the way down. No icing on the play. Referees wave it off. They say it was tipped. As Padula trying to keep this puck, he lays a man out there, getting in a tangle match. A WWE-style wrestling match to the floor there with Tucker Healy, who fell underneath him. Thinking we'll probably play 4v4 here, possibly, to close out this game.
Padula definitely one not to shy away from those kinds of hits. And what did it, just a tackle there from Padula.
As they'll both skate to the box here. It's going to be coincidental penalties here, so we'll play 5-on-5.
And it's a big loss for the Terps. Tucker Healy, their big face-off winner, he's off the ice for the rest of regulation.
Yeah, has won a ton of face-offs here in this game so far, as I think the referees are still discussing something here. We'll have to see what it is. It's actually going to be 4-on-4 now. Was originally 5-on-5 and coincidentals. Now will be 4-on-4. So we'll play 4-on-4 to close out this game. Some extra open ice here for both teams. I wonder if we'll see Givarowski come out if the Bronx can get it deep to try and get the 5-on-4.
I think they're going to try to do it after if they win the face-off, which Ryder has struggled to do.
Bronx able to kick it forward. It's taken by Teskey. He dumps it into the zone. Givarowski lays that one off for Bennert. Bennert up to McKeach. Givarowski leaving to the bench. McKeach with it into the zone. Extra attacker on for Ryder. McKeach goes down hard as he got checked by Teskey, and we're going to get a power play here for the Bronx late in the third period.
You were talking earlier, Matt, about penalties that the teams don't want to take. That is an absolute last thing that Maryland wanted to have happen to them. Now the Bronx could be up 2 men for the final 52 seconds of this game.
It's going to be a cross-checking call there to Teskey.
That's just not a good penalty to take. It's going to make it a 5-on-3 now. They had the 4-on-4 first. Now Givarowski on the bench. Not good for the Terps.
Especially when you have a potent offense like Riders.
As we get set for the game, or the face-off here, it seems like there's some confusion between the teams of what's going on here. Seems like they were confused about the empty cage, but regardless, face-off, one back by Ryder, up to Coyne. Coyne to Blazak. Blazak back to Coyne. Coyne walking in 45 seconds. That shot blocked in front. On the rebound, that one goes wide. Blazak there. Blazak to Schneider. Schneider to Coyne. Looking back to Schneider. Walking in front. McDermott on the doorstep. Couldn't get it to go. 30 seconds left to go in the game. Over to Schneider. Walking in. That one in front, and Pape scores! Pape on the power play ties the game at 2 with 26 seconds left to go here in the third.
Triple P does it again, and this time he comes through in the clutch with a last-minute goal with the Bronx up 2 men. The Hail Mary essentially converted, and this game is tied. What a rip there from Aaron Pape. 2-all with just 26 seconds left.
Yeah, it goes all the way back to that penalty, setting up the 5-on-3. Ryder right off the face-off, getting multiple chances, and finally they bury it after about 30 seconds. And we're all tied up at 2.
And that is a huge goal from Pape.
No way.
Very, very clutch goal to tie this game up at 2 in the late seconds. 26 seconds left to go here in the third. Unless either team can pull out a miracle goal here in the final, now 20 seconds, we'll head to overtime. This one going back into their own end, cycled around Tomaszewski, able to move it to Teskey. Kept in the zone now by Suker, sends it across. Benner with it, puts it in on goal. Peltier just sends that one aside, and Tomaszewski is going to hold on to this one as Evan lays a late hit. And Evan will likely go to the box here at the end of the third, as we've got a shoving match going on now between Evan and Tomaszewski. And Evan will probably sit in the box to start the overtime here. A bit of a dumb decision there from TJ Evan.
The last thing that Ryder wanted.
That was not a smart decision there from TJ Evan. So we'll have to see what happens here to start overtime. Will Maryland have a power play to start the extra frame? Referees discussing it.
I feel like I mean, the hit came pretty much at the buzzer, so we'll see. It's close.
Yeah, it was to me that was a late hit
I
there on
agree.
TJ Evan, or there by TJ Evan. It was pretty much, like you said, almost right at the buzzer, but as it was going, that's a bit of a late hit to throw.
I think it
So-
probably should be a penalty, especially with that missed call earlier. I think Ryder getting 2 lucky breaks in a row. But we'll see, though. You never know.
Yeah, referee's still discussing it here with Bieganowski as we'll head to overtime. And Evan still hasn't gone to the box yet. Teams both in the huddle. And I don't think Evan is going to get a penalty here. That's not a great call there by the referees. That's not a great call. That's 2 that the Bronx have gotten away with today. And usually we wouldn't be so adamant on that, but that's 2 bad plays.
Especially in late seconds of the game.
Oh, the horn had just gone. That's a bad hit by TJ Evan.
Well, also the first call as well, because again, that trickle down of effects, and of course Maryland getting that penalty did lead to this tie game.
And you go back to that Fabiani hit, too. I mean, he was clearly cut. His nose was bleeding, and they still didn't call one there, but
You could have called that a 5-minute if they wanted to.
you could have.
I'm surprised they didn't, to be honest, because that was a high hit by Schneider. I'm surprised they didn't call that a boarding at least, but nothing on that play was even more surprising.
Yeah, not even 2 minutes. I would have given it 5, but so last we are going into a 3-on-3 overtime.
First extra time game here at Iceland this season.
And for the Terps, this is where you're really missing Tucker Healy on the ice. Starting the overtime, face-offs are crucial. 3-on-3. It's all about possession.
3 men on the ice for the Terps. Tomaszewski, Drake, Noonan.
Your big guns. You got to put your
You
big
got
guns
to put
out
the
on
big
the
guys
ice.
out, yes.
Bronx doing the same thing with Pape, Blazak, and Coyne.
The 2 goal scorers and the second longest tenured Bronx.
And Coyne and Noonan chatting it up before the face-off here. As we await the start of overtime here. Shots 32-28. Coming into the overtime in favor of the Bronx. Center skate in. And we are off for the extra frame here in overtime between the Bronx and the Terrapins. Coyne with it, plays it to Blazak, trying to look for Pape. Blazak crossing up, walking in. Blazak fires, that one blocked by Drake. A great effort there by Drake to get back on the back check. Pape had that one knocked away, tried to play it back to Coyne. He's going to have to go back to get this one.
Tomaszewski with a nice poke check there from Pape.
Coyne cycling back in his own end. Noonan applying some pressure. Coyne taking his time as Suker comes on. Zito coming on now as well. Coyne stays on Coyne, walking in, trying to get something set up here. Cycles down to Suker. Suker back to Coyne, looking for Zito. Suker able to knock it down, had it poked away by Drake. Maryland trying to gain some control here. Noonan with it the other way, able to deke by Zito, keeps it into the zone. That shot fired by Noonan, fought off by Givarowski with the glove. Kept in, sent back up by Duchesne up to Newman at the blue line. Noonan walking, looking to try and get by Zito. He does, walking and puts a shot on and he scores! Maryland winning in overtime, and Noonan 2 goals and gives Maryland the victory here at Iceland in overtime.
And the celly to boot.
Gonna keep the puck there. I don't know if that's a milestone or what, but Max Noonan, who scored the first goal of the game, through the legs. Now he gets the overtime winner. What a really nice game all around. Ryder tying up the game.
And Newnham walking in, able to deke by Zito. Outweighted him, walking in, and Eric, like you said, that Selly is a fantastic one. But Maryland will win the game. Newnham with 2 goals in the game, scored the opening one of the game, and closes it out as well here in overtime. And that is Newnham's 17th of the year, .29 of the season. But that will wrap it up for us here this evening. For myself, Eric, and Matt, thank you all very much for tuning in to this one, both on Breakout Sports Broadcasting and for the Maryland Hockey Network. Final score, 3-2 in favor of Maryland. Final shots, 32-30 in favor of the Bronx. But Maryland get the overtime win off the stick of Max Newnham. But that's going to wrap it up for us. My name's Carollo. He's Eric. He's Matt. And have a great night, everybody.